Love and light, friends, coming at you today from Apex, North Carolina. And I thought it kind of ironic that I end up in Apex. So I usually don't come to Apex. And just the fact that I mentioned Apex in my last video, and that we are here to reach our apex. It's not easy to deprogram. And it's not easy to reprogram. Because let's say you just wiped the slate clean, deprogram. Well, what are you going to reprogram with? What if we just turn around and reprogram everything wrong again? So this is not an easy business. This overcoming death is not easy business. And getting out the trash and getting in the higher self is some tricky business. But it's doable. And there are things in the reality to help us, even though sometimes, most of the time, for a long time, it seems like you're completely on your own. See, the more mainstream you think, the more friends you'll have. Because group think and group mentality, they're all reflecting to each other, their beliefs. And so if everybody around you is reflecting your beliefs, which they are anyway, that's what's a trip about this, is they are anyway. And so when you change beliefs, you're no longer in sync with all your reflections. And so when you change, you're now asking all the reflections that you've been looking at in the mirror to change too. And they will. They will. You're the one, I keep saying it lately, but you're the one driving the vessel. And the center of the universe, when you're sitting in the driver's seat of your vessel, your craft, your UFO, the center of your universe is right there where you're at. Because from right there, that point, you're going to go wherever you go, whatever direction you choose to travel, whatever course you set. And I'm just reminding us that the preset, see, we came into this life with preset everything. So they already had your course charted. You remember hearing when you dabbled in religion or you got fully embedded in it, you remember always hearing God has a plan for your life. God has a plan for your life. That's a coded way of saying that your chart has already been charted. Your course has already been charted. And now all we need you to do is believe it. And when you agree to it and you start believing it, then much of your journey will go according to that plan. But again, if the plan, if the presets, if the belief systems are wrong in the first place, in other words, if we've tried to construct reality on false premise, then the whole thing's going to be messed up. And we may not even perceive why. I think we all perceive that it's messed up, but I don't think we all perceive quite why. And what we tend to do is try to find something to blame. Somebody fucked all this up. And it wasn't you, right? But no, wait a minute. If my thoughts and my beliefs create my reality, and the reality's all fucked up, then somewhere along the way I had to have had a hand in it. Do you see? And it's not about trying to finalize the blame to where we can then stand on that ground. No, we're not trying to stand on any of that kind of ground. Again, that relates back to third density. That relates back to the old life, if you will, or the lower self. What we really want to do is jettison. What we really want to do is blast off. What we really want to do is get some, I was going to say leverage. I'm not sure if that's the right word. We want to get this craft off the ground. We want to get this thing flying. We want to discover what this craft can really do. And it can really, you know, if you're in a UFO, this is metaphor again, traveling in space, and you're the person at the control switches, at the control seat, then you can time travel. You could, I mean, what couldn't you do as far as travel? Where couldn't you go? We've got to break these limitations, and these limitations are in our mind. And you got to think bigger than you've ever thunk. We have to think bigger than we've ever thunk. Because we are seemingly pinned down and limited, and I'm reminding us that this is not right. We're not pinned down, we're not limited. But we are. Why are we? Because we believe it. So it is about reprogramming this computer. How? We have to reprogram Hal. Hal, you do not own this ship. You are just the built-in guidance system. You don't own the vessel. I'm not sure I like the way you're speaking to me. Well, that's the way it is. And we don't love you any less, Hal. But I'm the one driving the vessel. I'm charting this course. I'm believing bigger than I've ever believed before, because I'm beginning to understand myself. And you are a reflection of me. I am a reflection of you. I'm not talking to Hal now. I'm talking back to you, the listener. You are a reflection of me. I am a reflection of you. We are one. When we get to the understanding of how one we actually are, it's going to blow us away at first. So I'm going to keep it short, because I could go on about this. Love and light, folks. Until next time, friends. Stay whole. Dance with me. Let's dance.